Welcome. You're listening to Dunestone Redemption, a podcast featuring three idiots talking about movies that probably no one will ever listen to. The format is simple. Each idiot gets to pick a movie and make the other two watch it. Then we get together and give our opinions on said film. And unless you're Dakota Johnson. Yeah, I went with that one. We don't allow guests, but we do value your feedback, so drop us a message at dunestoneredemption.com or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Nicely done,
You
Russell.
don't like Dakota?
Well, go ahead. What are your thoughts on Dakota?
I think she's very beautiful.
Absolutely
She's
agree.
the daughter of Melanie Griffith.
Yeah, Don Johnson.
Is it Griffin or Griffith?
What you said.
Okay.
Always go with what you said. Never go with what I
Repeat it
said.
for me. Say her
Melanie
name.
Griffin?
And Don Johnson, right? But
Yes.
Repeat
What I
it for
said.
me. Say her
Melanie
name.
Griffin?
And Don Johnson, right? But
Yes. Love
she's
child.
very cute. But in the movie, I thought she was really bad.
Oh,
I
in the
feel
movie
like-
that we're going to review today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything
Well,
Dr.
is she a good
Segue.
actress? I don't know. Well, I didn't like her in that, what was
50
it?
Shades.
50
50
of Grey.
Shades. That was the same story. So that 50 Shades of Grey, I didn't enjoy those films at all. I
didn't
watched
watch
all
them.
three of them because I think my wife watched them until the VCR broke. But I haven't liked her in anything else up until something that we're going to review later in the podcast.
Okay. So why don't we just jump right into that?
I think she's beautiful. Like
Just jump right into
I
that.
think she's beautiful, like you said, but I think they use her wrong. I think she can act. I just don't think they use her. She has a horrible agent. It's one of the two.
So you thought that she acted this...
No, and
The first movie we're going to review tonight is
Let's
Peanut
just
Butter
do it.
Falcon.
Yeah, let's just jump into Peanut
That was
Butter
my
Falcon because
pick.
it's on the...
this
because-
movie, she just stared into space a lot.
Yeah.
That's her.
Well,
I just don't think that she really knows what to do.
That could be.
Well, this was
Yeah.
my pick because, once again, they postponed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So guess what I'm picking for next month, guys?
Let me guess.
Anna?
Let me guess. You're going to go with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
That will
because
never
it's doing
come out.
well in theaters, so Netflix is going to hold it back.
Now, if
probably.
I understand,
Tomorrow.
it's supposed to come out tomorrow. Right?
Do you guys
Which
have
is the
3.5
27th.
hours to give up?
We'll see. I do have 3.5 hours.
That's a lot of time.
yeah,
I'll
but,
watch it. That's fine.
I was listening to a different podcast from the BBC of some guys that it's a Commodore and Mayor or something like that. Commodore and Mayor or something like that. And they were talking about the lost art of the intermission. And I think I'm going
You
to
know
start
what?
doing
That's-
that when I watch films at home.
Yeah.
I really
Especially
think
one
I'm
like
gonna
that
do.
size.
Yeah.
I think you kind of need it. That's
Yeah.
a good idea. I like that idea a lot.
That's
Yeah.
smart, but what?
Intermission, you normally get a frozen chalk.
What's a frozen chalk? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. They're British, so they say a bunch of weird stuff. I
Okay.
believe.
It's like a fish?
No, yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
it's a frozen fish treat. Everybody in Britain loves it. It's a frozen fish treat. No, it's like a.
Was that your impression?
like-
Was that
like
Cagney
a
and
malt?
Lacey?
I don't know. Fudge bar,
Okay.
but they don't put the sticks in theirs.
Oh.
Because that would just be
eat it,
weird.
like in the paper?
Yeah, they unwrap the paper a little bit and eat it that way.
Huh.
God, they're weird.
I had a guy that day was telling me about eating his Chipotle, but he takes it out of the wrapper, and I was like, and he's like, it's falling apart, and I'm like, yes, because you're doing foil and peel the foil, right?
I'd agree with that.
Okay.
That's how I eat mine.
Well, I usually cut the end off, unwrap it, and smush all the guts out of the inside, and eat all the gut stuff first, and then I just snack on that tortilla.
Well, he's
Bridget
a freak, isn't he?
Bridget will take a bite off the top.
Because
and
if
then
you don't do it that way, you get like
she'll
pockets.
take a bite off the top.
Because
and then,
if you don't do it that way, you get like pockets of sour cream or
oh,
pockets
I love
of sauce.
that.
and
It's
just hot
a
as hell.
surprise in every
Well, I
bite.
do mine over the chips, so that way then I have nachos at the end too.
You know how to mess them up and piss them off?
Ask for nachos?
Say, can you mix that up?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
always like, yeah.
Good.
That's not how you're supposed to enjoy this burrito.
Bridget-
cream at some point. Shut up.
That's true.
dumb.
Did you hear me? She eats it out of the burrito with the fork.
That's kind of what I do.
Okay.
Except I just smush it all out of
Hey,
the burrito and
what
eat it
the
with
hell are we talking about?
That's true.
British delicacy.
Yes,
The
that's
peanut
what
butter
Chipotle-
falcon.
That's where
About.
Chipotle came
Yeah.
from. It's a
Oh,
British
you know
word.
what? We're thinking of food so much because
it's
the
peanut
name
butter.
of the film
Is peanut
is
butter.
the,
Is peanut
is
butter.
the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh God. I heard exactly
No one said
what you
anything.
said.
It's like, yeah.
I got it.
We'll cut that in post.
All right,
I always
so
say that to my dog. Do you want a penis butter treat?
and he yes,
Of course
yes,
he does.
I do.
Whoa.
loves that.
Whoa.
So the Peanut Butter Falcon was my pick. So the Peanut Butter Falcon was my pick. I'll just start by giving you the numbers. IMDb has a 7.7 Rotten Tomatoes users 96% enjoyed this
good.
movie.
Okay.
So
I agree with that.
that is the movie we're going to start with tonight. Is the movie we're going to start with tonight. Okay. What's the name of the main guy in it, Othie?
Zach, how to pronounce his last name? Gottenson?
But what? I'm sorry. The other guy.
Shia LaBeouf?
Okay. All right.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
I was just wondering how bad you were going to screw that up.
That's
How
why
bad
I was.
was it? Pretty bad?
No, you didn't.
I want to honor his name because he was great in this.
He was fantastic.
Now, I understand that he is
Down syndrome. He has Down
syndrome. But I really struggled understanding it. I had to turn up the volume very loud, and everybody else was too loud because So I'm just saying, if you watch this movie,
It'd be an issue at first.
but it was very bassy, and his voice was, and it was.
I
made it
also
hard
feel
to
the joke
understand.
I just made, we'll add that in post. I feel like maybe a lot of his lines might have been added that way because he was never directly facing the camera when you saw him or heard him a lot of times too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if he went back in and jazzed it up a bit, or they just recorded him.
Yeah, they did a lot in post, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who wants to start
Sound
with this
mixing.
one?
I'll jump in if
you
you
go.
If
Yeah,
you
go
guys,
ahead.
I am not a fan of Shia LaBeouf.
Right.
I did not like Lawless. I did not like him in Fury.
Well, he was
I did not
like
incredible in Fury.
I did not like him in Man Down.
He was
I did not
he was
like him.
incredible in Fury.
I did not like him in Man Down.
What?
I just generally avoid him.
Did you like him in Eagle Eye?
I didn't like
You
him
like it in that video where he's going, just do it.
What about Even Stevens? Did you not love Even Stevens?
I think the last film that he made that I liked was Holes.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
He is the Robert Redford of our generation.
but-
Oh God.
I might, after this film, I may start taking his stuff more seriously.
Yeah.
Let's go watch Honey Boy.
I'm kind of excited to see it now.
Yeah, I am too.
After watching this, I think maybe he's finally hitting that. He was so trying, so in Lawless and in Fury and stuff like that. He was so overacting. He was trying to change his image so hard
I saw that in Lawless, but not
in
Fury.
those films.
I don't know.
I didn't like him. He was no good.
he's weird. I'll give you that. He's a completely odd
that's
dude.
the thing. I think he was trying to so hard to be an artist in those films that maybe now he's getting a little bit more comfortable
Well,
with
he was going
himself.
through that period where he's trying to reinvent
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Get away from
Making
Transformers.
I mean, he
serious.
didn't
Yeah.
end up in rehab. There was no
Right.
sex tape. I thought he did a
Right.
pretty good job getting through that whole. Like, okay, to me, this role. We'll just give you a synopsis here. Peanut Butter Falcon. It's about a guy who's kind of on the run. He's stolen some crab pots and from some bad guys, and kind of gotten in on their fishing territory. And he runs across this gentleman with Down syndrome in his underwear, who has recently escaped from a nursing home. And he takes him under his wing, but he needs a friend as well. He's
Right.
got no friends in the world right now. So they're doing something. They're helping each other. And that was kind of the whole theme of the show. I really liked it.
Okay.
I thought he was subtle. Mm-hmm. I thought he was very subtle. And he acted with real affection with his co-star in the film.
I couldn't disagree. I mean, I couldn't agree more.
I'll
I'm
kick
sorry.
your ass.
No. I felt like, they were buddies in real life.
And if you
I
watch
really
them,
think
like
that they did.
when
I really think that he pulled
Bonded.
over
Yeah.
and put his email on the side of the
Yes,
road when
I
he made
agree.
this
If
film.
if you watch the press junkets they went on, you can tell that they're pretty tight now.
yeah,
It was Shia LaBeouf was very good. I don't
I'm
disagree.
surprised that's all that IMDb is giving it.
96%? Oh,
No, that's
IMDb.
Rotten Tomatoes.
See, the thing is that we'll talk about with all these films tonight. Nothing ever goes above an 8 in IMDb, and nothing ever
Is that
goes
true?
below a 5. Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Huh? That is weird.
Well, I would say this has been one of my favorite films of the year.
Interesting.
It
Okay.
was interesting enough that I watched it. My wife watched it weekend.
Watch this.
to go grab it on Redbox because that's where I saw it. She really liked it. If there's a film that I and my mother both like, it's a good film.
And it's getting lots of praise for possible awards.
I hope so.
moving forward.
I hope that this gets some Oscar love.
I hope Zach gets nominated for something.
Yeah,
That would be
At the
absolutely
Academy Awards. I know that they don't.
perfect.
Right.
Because no one in the acting world will admit that they're a newcomer. Well, I've been acting since I was
For
9 years
centuries.
old. Colgate
Yeah.
commercials don't count. So
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
We're talking about films.
Even just some People's Choice or MTV Awards would
Yeah.
be pretty cool to see, man.
Yeah, so
Some
I
recognition.
really enjoyed this film. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of great characters. You know that you're seeing a good film. Even though you guys said that you didn't like Dakota Johnson, I thought she did pretty good in this film. Because I think she was supposed to be kind of a very vanilla person. And he was trying to get her to not be so vanilla. But Bruce Dern was Bruce Dern was great in it.
Yep.
When every
Wasn't that
other
crazy when you
actors,
see Bruce Dern
Thomas
just
Hayden
show up?
Church.
Yeah.
John Barenthal.
Yeah.
And why was he in this movie, though?
Yeah.
It's like 2 flashbacks that are like 10 seconds long. Surely that part was
I think
bigger.
he and Shia are pretty
It probably was bigger at one.
Seconds long. Surely that part was
tight. I think he and
bigger.
Shia are pretty
It
tight.
probably was bigger at one time, but when every other actor in the film is an Academy Award nominated actor,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a low budget independent film, you know it's going to be a good film.
See, I
Because it
don't.
got them interested to do it.
I really didn't like Dakota Johnson in a different movie than what everybody else is in.
Well, to
Yeah.
me,
Aloof.
the only thing that I didn't like is like, how does she not think that they don't stink to high heaven?
Right.
Where's the
No,
shower?
it's
and all
She's
that?
just
romantic.
like, oh, you know,
She didn't fit for me. She reminded me of some rich girl that was taking a job
I kind of saw that too.
in a
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
pad her resume or to make her feel better about life or something. That's what I took her as. And then she's in with I mean,
do you think they had her a little bit too pretty?
yeah.
Yeah, they
Like
should've-
maybe if she would have had her hair up in a messy bun and
Tied her shirt off
well,
and tied her
and-
shirt off
well,
and-
and kind of
yeah.
wasn't dressed quite as nice
Yeah.
and stuff that she might have come off.
But there was a lot of scenes where, you know, it's like there's some deep discussion going on and she's staring into space.
Yeah.
When they're on the raft. And like,
I
what
think it was such a good film that it doesn't matter if her acting was mediocre.
film. But
Saltwater Redneck's my new hero.
that
He was a hero in this.
That was great when he
Yeah.
showed up in that
Yep.
T-Bird.
Yeah.
It was like, well done, sir.
You saw who Samson was, right?
Yeah, it
Jake
was
the
Jake the
Snake.
Snake Roberts. Yeah,
I was like, can I get in my car, your car? Can my friends come? I just love that part. That
the
was great.
only problem I had with the film.
Friends come? I just love that part.
The
That was great.
only problem I had with the film is it was formulaic to me. You knew what was going to happen. You had, I mean, you.
I don't know. At the end, I didn't think what happened in
Right.
the last 30 seconds of that film was what was going to happen.
I did.
Did you think that was going to happen, or were you hoping that was going to happen?
No, I was hoping he died.
Oh, you jerk. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
For the
spoiler.
butthole.
Well, and I watched this with Taylor, and she said it best when we got done. And that, like what you just said, she goes, I almost hated this movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that's in 30, and I'm like, that sums it up greatly. Because that,
God, good Lord.
My favorite part of the movie, though, is rule number 1.
party.
Party.
Yeah.
No, that's not rule number 1.
We'll work on that.
I'm in charge.
My favorite part was when they're on the raft, and he goes, I'm going to give you, we saw this in the trailers, and that sucks, but he's like, I'm going to give you all my birthday wishes. And they kind of do that flashback, and you could tell that he,
Zach.
is that, well,
No.
No.
Tyler.
Okay,
That
Tyler. We'll go
Tyler
Tyler.
just got a brother, basically. You know,
Yeah.
he replaced. I don't know what happened. We kind of know what happened, but that's when like this is a good movie.
Well, he
That-
found someone that he could be the big brother to
Yep.
that his brother was to him.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's what made it
Yeah.
so important.
Yep.
That his brother was to him.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's what made it
Yeah.
so important. That's
Once they
why
hit
it
that
worked.
part and they had that thing, it was I love
Because he
the
had
movie.
this great example of a great big brother before, yeah.
I also love Zach inviting everybody to his birthday party.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
You
made
wanna
my
come to our birthday
or
party?
you're
great.
not invited.
You're not
Yeah.
invited.
You're not-
Yep. That was good. Enjoy it. I knocked it down a few notches because I thought it was formulaic. It was.
So what'd you give it? What
I'm
everybody
giving
give
it Robert Downey Jr., which is a 7.
I think that's low.
Well,
Yeah.
this is not your rating. This is
That's
mine.
true.
And so,
Othie, what do you think?
Well, I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
And I
Robert
said,
Duvall.
it's one of the, if not the best, one of the best movies I've watched and really enjoyed. I want to see Zach in something different now.
Yeah.
And
I did
whatever he's
enjoy
in,
it, don't
I'm
get
going
me
to go
wrong.
see.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm giving it a Redford. I'm going to go 9.
Wow.
On
So
that.
7, 8, 9.
I was really impressed. We don't get films like this anymore.
I do agree with that.
They're one of two things. I think they're probably fantastic films,
Mm-hmm.
but it either comes out of a Christian film house and it's full of Christian overtones,
Yep.
or it's a Disney just bleh, you know, totally vanilla film.
Let me ask you
this one was a good
Would you
film.
want to see more of the story?
No.
No?
I don't know.
Because I kind of want to know what happened.
No.
No?
I don't know.
Because I kind of want to know what happened. Well, I want more. I want to see what's going on in Florida. What are they doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see more of Zach's story.
Yeah.
But I think with Tyler, he's just going to struggle wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole piece about the pots and burning the pots.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, you know, good people. Yeah, but you aren't either.
Yeah.
You were stealing their stuff, and when they beat you up for it, which is what you deserved,
Oh, yeah.
you escalated the situation and did something worse.
He just did not know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
He really didn't. He was lost.
He's a bad character.
He was adrift and
In the
lost
beginning.
and angry and
Yeah.
So he needed a good 3-day walk to chill
All right,
out.
so Othie gives it an 8, which is a Duval.
Duval.
You give it a 9, which is a Redford. I give it a 7, which is a Downey Jr. So that averages out to 8. So
yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's
check it out.
Before we leave this one, who would you guys recommend this film to?
My parents.
Who would you guys recommend this film to?
My parents. I think that it's a great one for my parents.
Anyone that
to
really
watch.
likes film, not just movies, likes films. I would
Everyone
say,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I can't think of
I
anybody.
don't think there's anybody that I wouldn't recommend this film to.
No, I tweeted out, everyone go watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's a good watch.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's a good watch.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
All right.
Okay, on to
So
the next
that
one.
is the Peanut Butter Falcon.
That was the Peanut Butter Falcon. Man, good job, Shafe.
Yeah,
Good
I
pick.
picked that at the last minute just because it
Good
was
pick.
getting buzz, and we're getting ready to start ramping up here for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oscar
Well, we couldn't
season,
pick
so
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
next month. So
Really praised that one. Othie, why don't you tell us about The King?
So, yeah, I picked The King, which is a direct-to-Netflix movie. And after watching this, I would say this is what that is. It is a direct-to-Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very long, but I can tell if I'm enjoying it, if I'm not on my cell phone. In the first 30, 40 minutes of this movie, I couldn't get into it after that. I don't know. For whatever reason. Now, the guy that plays the king, and I don't have his name because I just butchered it anyway, that guy can act. And
we
he's
would
been-
like to hear you butcher it.
Well,
anyways.
who's got it in our... Well, I can't... If I
IMDbing it right now.
He was great.
Oh, it's
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh,
The
so-
Shyamalan.
Oh, so you're not talking about his father. You're talking about the boy.
Yes, the
Hal.
boy.
Hal.
Hal.
Okay.
He's been
Yeah.
in A Beautiful Boy, and he's been in a bunch of things that he's great in. And I want to see more from him. And I was kind of really to see, okay, what's Robert Pattinson? You know, what's he going to be? Because they really hyped him in this movie, and he was laughable to me.
Oh my God.
How bad was he? Because they really hyped him in this movie, and he was laughable to me.
Oh my God.
How bad was he in this? And I think it was just
He's Batman.
I know. That's what I keep thinking. Like, what have we done? But I don't
And
judge
the
a book.
French accent that he's trying
Okay,
to do.
this
It
is
was
the
bad.
note I wrote. Obviously,
bad.
Robert Pattinson went to the same French acting
I don't
coach
know.
from the Pink
The
Panther.
Pink Panther.
You're
It was
And
bad.
it was
nailing
just
that.
so alarmingly bad when you said it next to real French people.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
they would have told everybody, hey, for Robert's sake, would you have a shit-ass, terrible French accent?
Yeah.
Because his is terrible.
Don't you think
Oh,
that-
my God, you guys are really French? I'm so French. I'm so
If
sorry.
you're French, don't you think you'd be
You're
offended by
not
his
invited
portrayal
to the
of
set
a French?
today.
Well, and that's what they did for Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot's accent. They put a lot of that kind of accent with her to make Themyscira, and that worked.
Yeah,
So they should have done that for
Themyscirian.
this.
Yeah,
this
so
does not
instead
work.
of casting real French actors for the rest of the film, they should have gone with. They should have gone with
Americans
English
doing
actors.
French,
Well, he's
English
isn't he?
doing, yeah.
So they should have gone with English actors doing terrible
Yeah,
French
he's been
accents.
around.
This
So
just it makes me fear Batman.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
when
he was
watching this.
atrocious in this.
And
was-
luckily, he didn't have much screen time. Maybe 15 minutes.
Did you not want?
And I've been seeing a lot of stuff about him in the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting afraid. Oh, he's going to do something good, and we're going to have to change our rating system. But thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
thanks
no.
for coming
you
in
did well here.
and reassuring me that that is not going to happen anytime soon.
No, I
No.
hope he does Batman.
I hope he
fantastic.
kills it. I hope he kills it. I hope
does.
he. The thing I didn't see coming that I did like, I did not at all see that twist at the end. That was like, I'm like, wait, what? Didn't see that at all coming.
When the assassin showed up, there was some more questions to be asked.
Oh yeah,
And he didn't
absolutely.
ask
But
him.
it was interesting the way that they worked Catherine the Great into the film. And
Yes.
it's like, oh, you think that you know, like, oh, you think that you know a lot, and that you're this great person.
You know nothing.
What did you even know?
Right.
Why were you even here? You know, so yeah, it's so you want to give a brief synopsis here? Who wants to
Let me see if I can find a better one than what I've got.
Hal, the wayward prince and heir to the English throne, is crowned King Henry V. Fifth? I thought it was the 8th.
No, Henry
Fifth.
VIII is the
Sorry.
one who cut off the heads of all the ladies.
That's right. After his tyrannical father dies, now the young king must navigate palace politics, the war his father left behind, and the emotional strings of his past life.
My favorite thing about this, just because it is a decent movie, I think the fighting was so realistic that I liked it. There wasn't like, oh, this is a movie fight. This was like,
Right.
they were exhausted. They were just tired wearing the armor. They could barely stand up. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the violence in here, I thought was like some of the most probably realistic looking.
Yes.
It's
Because
like,
it wasn't
that's what
over the top.
here, I thought was like some of the most probably realistic looking.
Yes.
It's
Because
like,
it wasn't
that's what-
over the top. But
No.
it was,
No,
it
man,
was
that's what it would
directly
be
to
like
the point.
to
Yeah.
fight in armor
Yeah.
would suck.
After 5 minutes, you're
Yeah,
gassed.
they
Yeah.
couldn't
Done.
move
No.
and just and all of them, and it was even I'm just so sick of those Braveheart interpretation fighting, and all of a sudden I'm back
That
to back
war is
fighting with
art
my friends.
that you're making art
Yeah,
of the
it's
battle.
just-
This was not a John
It-
Wick fight.
No,
Right.
This
it
was a
just
good fight.
down in the dirt, muddy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was a boy named Sue fight.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part, but I only gave it a 6, which is a Saget.
No, 6 is a
Wait.
Hoskins.
Oh, Hoskins. I'm sorry. I give it a Hoskins. So,
Well-
it wasn't bad.
Before I start giving it any type of rating or anything, I want to talk to you guys for a minute about Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
So he co-wrote this film.
Okay.
And that kid can act.
Yeah, can he? This film.
Okay.
And that kid can act.
Yeah, can he?
I like him in all the stuff he's been
I
in.
like him in some of the stuff he's been in. But I'll tell you what. So he was an Australian actor,
Okay.
right? Doing I think his was a Scottish accent in this one. It wasn't British. His was a Scottish accent in this one. It wasn't British. He was from somewhere else. He turned in the Sylvester Stallone medieval performance. I know that Sylvester Stallone has inside of him. I could not understand a damn
Anything
line
he said.
he said.
Agreed.
I had to toot my own horn, but I'm good at understanding the
trying
bad
to
accents
think.
and the difficult accents. I couldn't understand crap that he was saying. I had to turn on the closed caption. And if you're going to write yourself into the film
Yeah.
and you're going to have some good lines, you're going to have to start delivering it.
In the story, and I'm with you. I just kept struggling. What the hell
I
is
couldn't
he
hear
saying?
him. I couldn't understand him.
I agree.
And I got to thinking back, and I was like, you know what? That's pretty much the problem I've had with him in every film. Is that
He's got that low monotone, doesn't he? Yeah.
Mumbles a little bit.
You're going to have to deliver a line every now and then.
Well, has he ever been nominated for anything?
No.
That's what I was trying to figure out here.
He's been nominated for Jack and Bone, I believe.
Jack and Bone.
Jack and Bone, yeah, they're pretty good ones. But, and I'm not saying that I dislike him as an actor.
You just need him to enunciate.
Dislike him as an actor.
You just need him to enunciate.
Yeah.
That's
I've seen
fair.
The Gift.
That's just what I was thinking.
that-
Like, The Gift was really good. I like that one.
Yeah, I've seen The Gift. That wasn't bad. He was in kind of a horror film not too long ago.
He was pretty good in Black Mass. He played that horrible detective.
No, he was the whole time. Yeah, I didn't know what they were trying to get out of that character.
Red Sparrow, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was okay in that.
The bad thing is he's very forgettable. You like until you look at this, like, oh yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, no, he's completely forgettable in anything I think he's done.
He played the orc in Bright. Mm-hmm. He was good in Zero Dark 30. He was one of the Canaries.
He was. I'm gonna say he was okay with that.
Well,
Warrior.
Warrior's about the only thing decent that I've seen him in that I really liked him in, but really he didn't carry that film.
No, that was Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy carried that film.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy carried that film. And maybe it was being around Nick Nolte so early in his career.
He got the mumble
But
down.
He was like, "Oh, that's a good way to deliver that."
Him and Jeff Bridges. I can't hear Jeff Bridges anymore.
And how did Jeff Bridges become that?
He did
We've
that
had
crazy
this
heart,
discussion about-
crazy heart, and he just hasn't gone back.
Yeah, he just can't do it. Yeah,
Well, when you go back and you watch him do Obadiah in Iron Man, and it's like, okay, it's there.
It's there too. Now that you've heard
it's
it.
there, but it's not so. But yeah,
I would say with this movie that I feel like this is the movie that Othie picks a majority of the time, the exact same movie. But of these movies, this is the best one that I've seen. Because I thought the action was
this is
good.
better than that Chris Pine one that we watched.
Yeah,
That was like
and
the same food.
I felt
Yeah, it
like
was
you
the
guys
same.
said, you're right in the middle of it. That muddy battle was fantastic. The more I read about it, though, how historically inaccurate it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't care. I'm not going in this for a history lesson, and I like exactly.
It's kind of like a straight to DVD, straight to Netflix movie.
Yeah, but I don't regret watching it. I watched the whole thing. I didn't get uninterested. That ain't true. I actually started it one night and was falling asleep, and then I picked it up Saturday morning and finished watching it. So, but I watched it on my phone. So
for a Netflix feature, it's not so bad. But
Nice for this. It's a Saget.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah. Well, you're going to 4.
I'm going 4. Yeah,
Interesting. Me and
6 is way too nice.
So if 6 and 6 is 12 and 4 is
Math. That's
16.
all math that you're saying.
What is the average score, Russell?
I'm gonna say 5.35.
Oh,
I'm gonna say 5.35.
oh,
I was gonna say 4.5.
dadgum. Russell was spot on.
But okay, so you're a jerk. You have to do math. I'm not gonna think of anything for the next hour. Outlaw King was the name of the Chris Pine one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it had some redeeming, but
it was
but
long.
if Chris Pine one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it had some redeeming, but
it was
but
long
if the
too.
only redeeming quality in this film is the 5 minutes of fight scenes.
Yeah. That's true.
I liked 5 minutes of an hour and a half film.
But I found myself at least
Oh, it was
interested
longer
enough
than
to
that,
watch
wasn't
the
it?
whole
It was
thing.
long.
It was long.
It was long.
Was it really
Dawn.
that long?
I think
Was
it's
it really
Dawn.
that long?
I think it was.
I think it was
It'll
longer
probably
than an
tell
hour and a
us if
half. I bet it was 2
we
hours.
look on there, maybe.
All
I don't think it was 2 hours. I don't stay awake for anything that long.
I do like the intermission.
2
of
hours
it.
and 20 minutes.
Say, I thought it was long because I remember thinking, "Is this
I
over
enjoyed
yet?"
it enough that I didn't feel like it was that long.
But you also broke it up in 2 nights.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Well,
you watched an hour and a half, and an hour and a half. It's
I did.
By
with
24 hours.
with an 8-hour nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Russ, what about Dolemite then?
Dolomite is my name.
Okay, so Dolemite is my
And
name.
what is your game?
And Pimp and Hose, I suppose.
No, he said
They let him out of prison to clean up the neighborhood. Out of prison to clean up the neighborhood. But
yeah.
Okay, so Dolemite is my name. It's not the story. It's not a remake of Dolemite.
No, not at all.
It's a story that I found very interesting
Yes.
about Rudy Ray Moore. I didn't know that he had all those successful albums, like comedy albums and stuff.
I didn't either.
I didn't realize that Dolemite was kind of supposed to be funny. Because that's the angle that he was coming from. Because that's what he knew.
Which, let's back up real quick. That's on Amazon Prime right now too.
Oh, it is.
It is. Yeah. In case
Did you
was
watch
wondering.
it?
It's
I
on
started.
Netflix.
I just haven't.
It's a Netflix original.
No, I'm
No,
talking about the original.
The actual
The original
Dolomite movie.
Dolemite.
Yes.
Oh, okay, you got me confused.
Came out in like 1975.
Funny, is it good?
So far, it's good.
I do remember seeing it when I was younger, but I don't really remember a ton about it. But I think this is a great... So it's a film about Rudy Ray Moore. Was just kind of a born entertainer trying to find his spot in the world of entertainment somewhere. I think... and he somehow lucked into this, found his passion project, was a guy that took care of all of his friends and had them all in the film with him and things, and made this dynamite cult classic film that's around today on Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime.
Called The Dolemite. I thought the cast in this was great. Now, Eddie Murphy, did he knock it out of the park? Did he put it over the back wall? No.
I'm going to disagree with you there, but
You don't think? Okay.
Go ahead.
So my whole thing was, is Eddie Murphy back? Is he back on top? Is he back in charge? I don't think so. I think that he's down the street and around the corner. You know what I mean? Whereas in 2016, which was the last time he made a film called Mr. Church, I don't know if any of you guys saw
Never
that.
saw it. Never
It was
saw it.
mediocre at best, and he was still in the real doldrums. So I think he's kind of coming back to where this is what I do. I make films that are funny, and I say a lot of profanity in them.
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
like, welcome back, Eddie. I thought oddly enough, the wardrobe and just all the cars and the settings and the whole 60s universe, 70s universe that they created with this was really freaking good.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did you see a modern car every now and then?
Yes.
Yes, I would
Yes,
see a
you
modern
did.
car on the street
You go,
every now and then.
There's
Come
an
on,
SUV in
guys.
one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? That's
Yeah, you know,
Where did that come from?
That did sneak in, but hey, I know. So it was kind of fun. It was, you know, in the film, the guy's taking care of all of his friends and having a good time. You just got the feeling from all these actors they were having a great time making this film.
Oh, absolutely.
And they shot it on the same sets, the Tyler Perry sets down in Atlanta.
Okay.
Perry sets down in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this was shooting all down there and stuff.
Not
as well.
all in L.A.
No,
I wouldn't have known that.
No,
That's pretty
no,
awesome.
I think very little of it was actually shot in L.A.
That's cool.
But I thought it was good. Is it going to get Oscar buzz? No.
No.
But did I walk away with quotable lines? I'm not sure. There's probably a couple I could resurrect.
Did you laugh a lot, though?
I laughed a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diane did not like it.
Really?
She just left.
Yeah.
So.
That's how you knew she didn't like
Well,
it.
she didn't say I don't like this film, but she just lost interest in it. She's like,
Real
what
quick.
is this? You
So
know, what is this?
Here's my take on the whole thing. Where they go in and they're watching the Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau movie, and they go, "This isn't funny."
No.
Okay? But I'm listening to, don't worry, there's a wasp up in the light. I don't know where he came from. He should be dead by now. But there's a wasp up in the light. I don't know where he came from. He should be dead by now. But I'll edit that out. So they go and they say that movie wasn't funny. I didn't think anything that he was telling joke-wise on the stage
Oh, no, come on.
was funny at all.
Oh, come on.
Or
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's like I heard those jokes when I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
didn't think they were funny then.
Oh, man, I thought they were funny then. I think they're funny now. What they were showing, though, with the Jack Lemmon, it was, I think it was the Odd Couple thing, is it was nothing that they saw in their own culture.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
and it
Yeah.
wasn't made for them, and they're making a movie for
And that's what they're saying.
their
They're like, you
type
know what? This
of
is
humor.
not. We're going to the movie theater, and we're not seeing films that
Right.
represent us in any way.
And I completely, I realized that, and I was like, okay, so in watching this, I don't need to think all the jokes were funny. I don't need to, but the movie itself made me laugh out loud.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And the cast, holy crap! The
I
cast
thought it was
of
great.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, number one, we talked about Titus people.
Yeah.
I mean, number one, we talked about Titus.
Yeah, Titus plays Titus.
Who he was on Kimmy Schmidt, not he was really good.
He was
in
really
this.
good, yeah.
It was completely a different character than I've seen him play. So you had Wesley Snipes.
amazing.
I thought he was great.
He
He
did
was
great.
great. You wanted to kill him in the movie. You're like, just go with the flow. Who else was in this? The Key and Peele.
Key and
I don't
Peele.
remember
He was
what-
great in
Keegan
that.
Michael Key, is
Keegan-
that his
yeah,
name?
that's
And
right.
that's a
I always
character I've
struggle with
never
that
seen
one.
him really play.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Craig Robinson was in this from The Office.
Daryl.
Daryl.
Yes.
Yes. Where you turn, there was somebody that you were like, oh, that person. Odenkirk's in this movie.
Mike Epps.
Odenkirk is in
Was
this
in it.
movie.
Yeah, Epps is in
You
this.
know, Day Day.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So in all, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought that it was, I didn't get the humor piece of the movie itself, but I got the humor of what they were trying. And when they're filming him do the karate,
Oh, that I wrote that down here. That was my favorite part. And Wesley Snipes looks back, it's like cut.
is this
This
for real?
is
Is this guy
cut.
for real?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. Not at all.
No.
So I liked it. I've got to tell you guys that I screwed up my last review. To tell you guys that I screwed up my last review. You said I rated too high. It's because I looked at the wrong section. I'm giving Dolemite a Hoskins a 6.
Okay.
I gave The King an Odenkirk, which is a 5.
I got you.
Okay.
So we went 4, 5, 6 on
4, 5,
that
6,
movie.
yeah. That
I'm
sounds
giving
about right.
Dolemite a 6. I liked it. I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
As far as the Eddie Murphy piece, yeah, I think he needs to keep doing stuff like this.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think he's back. I think he's just almost here. Your Uber will arrive in 2 minutes.
Now, did I not read that they're doing a Beverly Hills Cop movie?
Yep.
They're doing a Beverly Hills Cop movie
Yep.
Beverly Hills Cop 4
on
is
Netflix.
is in pre-production.
I love it.
Coming to America 2
Is in
post-production.
post-production.
It's already been shot.
Now, am I right in that Beverly Hills Cop 4 is a Netflix movie?
I think they're both Netflix.
I don't know
I
that.
think
Oh,
he
that'd
signed
be
a deal with
fantastic.
Netflix.
That would be fantastic.
I like that.
So here's why I disagree with you, Russell, and a little bit of what you said. So the first 10 minutes I watched this movie, I saw Eddie Murphy. After that 10 minutes, I no longer saw Eddie Murphy.
He was Rudy Ray Moore.
I saw Rudy
Yeah.
Ray Moore, and he hasn't done that for me in a long time.
Right. That's
true.
And I was like,
not since
okay.
Norbert days.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. Throughout the whole movie, I'm like, oh shoot, that is Eddie Murphy.
Right.
And you had to think. To what you said, I thought Wesley Snipes was great.
Yeah.
I thought he was underused, but I thought he was perfect. The whole
He
cast
was great in that role.
And I actually gave it a pretty high. I gave it a Duvall, and my thing, I gave it Duvall because the story he told was basically, the message is everyone's going to give off. And that's what he didn't do, and I liked that message. And I thought, I gave it an 8. I really liked this movie.
You gave it an 8. I gave it a 6. True to form, or are you giving it a 7?
I'm giving it a 7. I'm
Yeah!
going Jr.
Yeah!
I'm
did all
definitely
three
giving
movies.
it a 7.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think it's... Now, I'm not going to tell my mom to watch this
Exactly.
one because it's a little too racy
That's
for her.
why-
My mom to watch this
Exactly.
one because it's a little too racy
That's
for her.
why it comes down
Nor
for
my
me.
sister. Yeah.
It's like I don't know who to recommend it to.
Yeah.
But there's some people I go, you would dig this.
Yeah.
flick."
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all the guys that sit next to me at work.
Absolutely.
But if you're
I already
looking for
recommended it to him.
an Eddie Murphy film where he's true to form, you
Yeah.
gotta watch it. If you're an Eddie
Agreed.
Murphy fan,
Agreed.
This was, and to me, this was the tipping point. It was like, he's either going to come out good in this one, and it's going to go up from here, and we're going to get our good Eddie Murphy back.
or we're gonna do Dr. Dolittle.
Or he was going to, yeah.
What was he in the vampire movie? Vampire in Brooklyn? He's
yeah.
gonna go back to that.
Yeah, or it was going
And
to.
we
I
all-
was so glad that he turned in a good performance.
we all
man.
love Eddie Murphy, right?
Well,
Vampire
absolutely.
in Brooklyn, that's what it's called.
He's in the latest season of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yes. And
And he
you love him?
talks and he talks to Seinfeld about, and he does have a stand-up special coming out.
I
as
can't
well.
wait.
And I
That'll
believe
be
that's
good.
going to be in Netflix as well. And he talks to Seinfeld. He says he's got some projects in the work, and basically, and Seinfeld said,
Okay, he's got Triplets, Beverly Hills Cop 4, and Coming to America 2 all on the docket.
yeah."
They're all in post too.
What is triplets?
And Seinfeld said, "You got to give him raw.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to give
yeah.
him delirious.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot hold back." I think that's what he's doing. Because this was nice. And Seinfeld said, "You got to give him raw.
Yeah.
You got to give
yeah.
him delirious.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot hold back." I think that's what he's doing. Because this was nice
This
and
was-
raunchy.
This was nice and raunchy.
Nice and raunchy.
This is how I want the donkey really to be in Shrek. I mean,
Get off my ass.
I'm a donkey on the edge, Trick.
Get off my ass.
I'm a donkey on the edge, Trick.
so some pretty good reviews here overall. I would think everyone were saying go see the Peanut Butter Falcon. Some people go see Dolemite, and if you're bored, go see the King. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
You
our
gotta be
picks?
damn bored
to go see
for
the
me to
King.
tell you to go see the King.
Or
Yeah, I
we've been in
agree.
a show hole for a while. What's your pick
Don't watch
for
it.
next month, Russell? What do you
Next
think?
month, I am going with The Marriage.
You didn't go with the laundromat.
No, because I suggested going with the laundromat, and somebody came out of his office and practically accosted me.
It said some
In my
pretty
seat.
foul things.
Because
Yeah,
he
I was
suggested
like-
it. I'm like, I'm going to watch this. And I did. That movie.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's exactly what
he
I
went
wrote.
straight Eddie Murphy on that movie.
Yeah. And I want you guys to see it so you can maybe agree or disagree with me.
Well, hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm getting the name of this film correctly.
yeah,
Well, let me go into mine. So I'm going to
Yeah.
pick for the second time because mine wasn't.
mine's the third month
Here's
in a
the
row.
third. We're going to do. I don't know a ton about it, but I believe it circles around Jimmy Hoffa. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and it's getting buzz already, and people. It's been out in theaters, and people say it's really good.
I really don't know if they're going to drop it. I'm sorry, fellas. I think
Oh,
that
I
Tomorrow.
think they're going to.
Oh, it'll be
they're
out
gonna
tomorrow.
say. I think they're gonna say.
Nah, it'll be there. It'll be there tomorrow.
This is
Easy while it'll be there. It'll be
hey,
there tomorrow.
This is
Easy while he's searching on
doing
his phone. What's your pick?
My pick is once again Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's a great movie.
I really want to see it.
I want you guys to see it because I want to talk
It's
about
been
that.
impossible to get.
If Brad Pitt does not get a supporting actor nod at the Oscars, I will be very surprised.
I'm excited. I like Brad. I'm excited. I like Brad Pitt.
He's
want to see,
so good in this.
I can't wait to see this movie. I've been really wanting to check it out, but
Him and his dog, it's a great movie.
Yes.
Tarantino's just good and everything.
and I can't wait because I know it's about Sharon Tate too.
Yeah,
I've
and
been
I wish I
reading
would have
a little
known
bit
more about that history.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that.
Story. I was calling it The Marriage, and I knew that did not.
And ours on Netflix. Where can we find this?
This one's supposed to be. This is a Netflix film.
Okay.
I think that's dropping in the theaters first.
we ought to
and
get
then
some
going
money
to
back
Netflix.
for. Oh, it's got Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson,
Adam Driver.
Driver, Merritt Weaver. It's a
Oh,
Noah.
wow.
It's
Yeah,
a Noah
I've-
Baumbach film.
It's got
Okay.
an
Driver,
Oh.
Merritt Weaver. It's a
Oh,
Noah.
wow.
It's
Yeah,
a Noah
I've-
Baumbach film.
It's got
Okay.
an IMDb score of 8.4.
I've seen the trailer. I know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So Laura Dern's good. Ray Liotta, he's okay.
Adam Driver's awesome.
Yeah. Wallace Shawn.
No one likes him, but I love him.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, I see that. Alan Alda.
Alan Alda. Yeah. So it's got a few.
It's got Robert Smigel.
Robert Smigel. Yep.
You know who that is?
I
That's
don't.
the guy who did the drawings on Saturday Night Live.
But didn't he also do the Triumph? The insult comedy?
Oh, I know who that is.
Oh, that is who that does
He's on
that.
The Simpsons
Yeah.
too, isn't he?
Yeah, that's funny. I wonder if he'll be Triumph the insult comedy.
Oh, I hope. Because I find that stuff really funny.
So yeah, my ass knocked
Yeah.
out of my chair when I said that. Oh, this review on here says I cried 4 times. Well,
Yes, Robert Smigel is
Yes.
Triumph the...
Sweet. So
Yep.
bring the tissues.
yeah. It says Noah Baumbach's incisive and compassionate look at a marriage breaking up and a family staying together.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, the
same
one
shit
person-
you picked last month.
same shit.
Same shit you picked last month.
And
And
the
I'm
month
going
before.
with something original.
There you go.
Yeah, it's because you pick stuff that's on Netflix all the
The cool
time.
thing is
I
January,
didn't know that
February,
this was coming out on Netflix when I first saw it. And decided
Gotcha.
I wanted to pick it though.
January, February, March. I had my picks ready to go.
Go cold.
But anyway, where can people find us, Russell?
People can find us. Go cold.
But anyway, where can people find us, Russell?
People can find us at www.dunestoneredemption.com.
That's the best place.
You can find us on Instagram at Dunestone Films. You can find us on the Twitter
Yep.
at Dunestone Films. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher,
Yep.
iTunes.
Yep.
We're out there, folks.
There's lots of places you can look.
I don't know what that is.
We'll explain it to you
I
later.
still don't know.
Yeah, we'll
you guys
talk
make that
about
joke
that.
all the time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
We'll show you sometime.
We'll
Oh, boy.
teach you the foot tap.
Oddly enough, I signed you up for a profile like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's why he's never
I'm
available.
excited.
That's why I'm always asking you, where are you at?
Do you remember?
You're at the grocery store?
You remember what rule number 1 is?
Yeah.
Party.
Party.
Party. Party. That's right. Thanks for listening.
Until next episode, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.